Hi, Gideon Shelwick here, and I want to tell you how I got into online video and how I make a six-figure income from what I do online today. It wasn't always easy for me. In fact, about 4 years ago, I was stuck on a job that I didn't really enjoy. It was a great job, don't get me wrong, and I was getting a really good salary, but I felt that I wasn't using my talents and I wasn't able to build up an asset that I could leverage over and over. Compared to what I do today. Back then I couldn't do that. And, I wanted to get out of that situation. So I told my wife, hey, let's immigrate to Australia and start a new business. And about a month later, we landed in Australia. And to cut a long story short, I started an internet marketing business. It was a great opportunity because I could work from home and it just seemed like such a great way to earn a living. But, I created my first product and got some initial success, but then the sales died down and I struggled to make an income from what I was doing. I only had an ebook that I was selling, and my biggest issue was getting traffic, and I've talked about this in a previous video. So I started interviewing some of the world's top internet marketers and asked them what it was that made them successful. And while I learned a lot of really useful stuff from these guys, from these gurus, in the process, I learned a lot about online video marketing because I did all these interviews with online video. And 4 years ago, trust me, for online video, that was a big issue, trying to get your videos online. So I had to learn everything from scratch. There were no courses around, and I just had to teach myself, and it was terribly difficult. I remember just doing a 10-minute video would take me 10 hours to produce. And 4 years ago, that was the norm. Although now today, things have totally changed. A 10-minute video takes me about, half an hour, maybe an hour at the most if I want to do a really good job to create. So things have totally changed. Back then also the equipment was very expensive, but today it's a lot more affordable, and the tools that you can use, like the software, are just so easy and so simple to use. So today is a totally different story. But I just wanted to share that with you, that that's how I got into it, and that's how I learned about online video. And I went through all these difficult stages to figure out how to get my video online. That project where I interviewed these gurus, I was going to sell that as a membership site. And guess what? I never actually sold it as a membership site. To this day, I haven't made a cent from that project. And I worked my butt off at that project. It was really, really hard work because it was so technical and so difficult to work with all these big files and all these different file formats and stuff. And I really struggled. But as I said before, the benefit that I got from it was that I learned all the ins and outs and all the shortcuts for getting your videos online, getting views, and eventually turning those views into cash. So today I run a couple of really, really successful businesses. There's the partnership that I have with Yaro Starak and Become a Blogger. That's mainly based on an online video course that we created together. That's helping us make a six-figure income online. And just more recently, I've started a project with my magician friend JJ. And it's only been just over a year, and we've had over 3 million views on our YouTube channel. And that's just incredible. And for that particular business, we're getting something like 150 opt-ins a day now. Like a couple of weeks ago, it was sitting on about 100, and now it's more like 150 a day. So things are really rocketing ahead for us there. And it's all because I now know what I'm doing with online video. I know how to create these videos really quick, and I know how to get the views really quick, and I know what to do with those views once you get them, and how do you get people to your website, and how do you turn those views and those visitors into cash. And that's really what it's about. Getting exposure is amazing, but being able to turn that exposure into real